Hi, I'm back. Today we are working on that gravy from the turkey that we just did. Oh, so juicy and good. So I've taken the drippings from the gravy, got it here, and put it in the fridge overnight so that we can see there's actually a lot less fat than I thought, but those globs on the top, that's the congealed fat, mostly from the butter. And now I can just scoop it up. This was not the best jar container to put it in, but oh well. I think rather than fight with the opening here, I'm just going to dump it into my pot. It's okay if not everything goes as planned. Just kind of work with it and go with it. Put this off to the side. And I'm just going to scoop out the hard bits. Okay, now that we have the majority of the fat pulled out, we've got, it was kind of semi-congealed in the fridge there, which is great. Means it's pulled a lot of the collagen from the bones while the turkey was cooking to begin with. And collagen's really good for you. So, yeah. Okay, now that we have most of the fat pulled out of our drippings, I'm going to turn on, helps if I plug it in. Yeah, I'm going to turn on our burner to start heating this back up. And because we love a lot of gravy to have extra for hot turkey sandwiches and stuff, I'm just going to add some water to kind of bulk it up, make it more. Woo! It's probably about a cup of water there. And we're just going to bring this up to a boil. And to kind of help add a little bit more flavor and help with thickening, I have one of these gravy mixes. So it only makes a cup. We've got way more than a cup in here, but I like to just, it's got a lot of those traditional gravy flavors. So what do we do here? All right. Some of them you have to wait till your liquids come to a boil, then add it. This one, you add it to your cold liquid. So I'm just going to stir this in, try and get rid of all these clumps. All right, so I have my whisk, and I also found in my pantry more of these dehydrated wild mushrooms, but these ones are a thicker, like bigger chunks. Versus the kind of near powder that we use in seasoning our turkey. But I love mushrooms in my gravy. So as this is cooking, it will rehydrate these mushrooms. So these can be left out if you don't like mushrooms. If you like mushrooms, go ahead and add them in. There we go. So all we do now is bring this up to a boil. And unfortunately, this stove top is quite slow, so we're going to be here a little while. But while we have our turkey going, I just want to show you a peek here. We have our turkey soup on the go. So this was actually simmering on low overnight. I like to cook it a long time. And oh, the house smells so good. I can't wait to get at this. But like I said, we'll just keep going at our turkey soup or turkey gravy here. Okay, so it's been a little bit. Figured it out. Reason we upgraded our little mini stovetop in the kitchen was because this hot plate on this side, actually doesn't work very well anymore. So it doesn't heat up well. But this side still does, so finally figured it out, switched it over, and we finally have a simmer going. So as it comes to a simmer, it starts to thicken up. Look at that luscious gravy. If you find that your gravy is not thickening the way you want, you can always take a little bit of cornstarch or flour, mix it in some water like this, just a little bit, doesn't take too much to make. You mix it in water first, don't put it directly into your hot gravy. Mix it in a little cup, and then you can add some in. Some bakers and chefs would kill me if they saw me doing this, but it's a hack if you're trying to get dinner on the table. You know, your turkey's already sitting out there and everybody's just waiting. You can see just in a couple, wow, that's already thickened up quite a bit. It's much thicker now. And that was in a matter of seconds. So, but I didn't really need to add it, but I wanted to show you that if your gravy just wasn't coming together the way you want it, adding Like I said, I think that was 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and just enough water to make it all incorporated. And we've got a nice thick gravy. Now, once this cools, because it was doing pretty good without adding the cornstarch. Now that the cornstarch has been added, once this cools, it is going to be, like if you put it in the fridge, it is going to be set like Jell-O. But as soon as you heat it up, if you're putting it on leftovers, as soon as you heat it up, it's going to just melt and go over your dinner beautifully. So like I said, it was taking a while to heat up on this side. I actually went up and I put a plate together. Our turkey that we cooked in the last video with some of those root vegetables. Made up some quick stuffing. And now to top it off with some gravy. And because this is so good, I'm going to put it on potatoes and the stuffing all over. Sure, turn this off. And now I have an amazing holiday dinner ready to go. Let's give some of this a try. Some of that oh so moist, juicy turkey. The carrots that were underneath our turkey in the roaster. A lot of people just put the stuff around at the bottom just for flavor into your gravy. No reason you can't eat them too. And whether you're making homemade stuffing or just a box of stovetop, it definitely does complete the meal. So from my family to yours, on whatever holiday you are celebrating, enjoy this meal. I hope you give this turkey recipe a try. Let me know how it does. What would you do differently? What are your traditions? Because why not? And I will see you next time as we finish off making our turkey soup.